no politics, let's just have a good game in Tokyo. Okay, that's why we leave the Olympics right now. And no politics, right? No politics in
Politics
sports.
will always affect, but sports should always be tantamount. I saw what happened then in South Korea, that time that North Korea had to go and build their own stadium because they wanted to come and share hosting rights. And then it still became one of the most, in fact, they call it the modern Olympics that heralded this new era of Olympics. So I feel like this is an opportunity. Focus your focus, do your thing, and let sports be all the glory.
All right,
absolutely.
Then. Let's move on with the show now. Let's talk about the
continent.
Confederation Cup. Two Nigerian club sides, Enyimba and Rangers International. I mean, unarguably the two biggest club sides in the country, arguably, actually. They'll be in action this weekend in the CAF Confederation Cup. We'll start off with Rangers, the Flying Antelopes. We'll be in action in Group A. They'll take on Noadi, who of Mauritania, in that match right in Nigeria, and you expect them to get all 3 points. They're actually condemned to getting 3 points in that game to keep the hopes alive of advancing into the next round. There's also Pyramids taking on Al Masry. In Group D, Nigeria's other representatives, Enyimba, the People's Elephants, they call them, they will also be in action against Pardu of Algeria, and that's a very, very tough matchup, even though Enyimba will be having the support of their fans. And another game where they have to win and get all 3 points. Tracy, it's non-negotiable.
It's non-negotiable, but the good thing for both sides or both teams, okay, I don't know if it's so good for Enyimba, especially if they have to whip up the ghost of 4-0 from Jos. Yeah. But I feel like they still have a game in hand. They can still take it away today. I hope that they can make themselves responsible, because we are seeing that there's a little bit of turnaround for Rangers. Over the weekend, we saw them have, like, it was some characteristics for me to see them over 2.5 goals. So it was really interesting for me. I was like, what a good time to turn the corner, to start
because the coach was fired and the players were fired up, and they know they will also have to follow the exit door if they don't get fired up. So the opportunity to prove.
Oh, opportunity, definitely. On the other side, maybe Enyimba should have waited before they dropped all those 8 players down from senior team to smaller team to team B. Maybe they could have waited after this game, but at least the ones they've given opportunity to come and shine.
Tracy, let's get your predictions. Rangers, you think they'll do?
I feel like Rangers have a better chance than Enyimba than winning. Simply because.
Okay, maybe the second teams will also second string teams also play.
They are not Liverpool. It's only Liverpool that has a second team that can beat anything.
I mean, because the game against Ifeanyi, we were talking about 3-1. I heard that was some of their French players.
That's
second team.
Right? That's Rangers. Why not? I mean, the coach is prerogative of the coach to choose the lineup that will take on the opposition this weekend. And who knows, if he feels those guys are won against Ifeanyi Bach and do the job, of course he'll choose them. No problems and no bones about that.
They deserve it, actually. They deserve a call-up, if not at least to start, but at least to get into the substitute line, because you play what's in front of you. These ones, they played Uba. And even if it's an Eastern derby, they managed to show themselves quite worthy of the challenge. And if they are still getting to play at home, why not? Match fitness, morale. If a player is already having ginger, don't let him fall on that. Use the ginger now and use it to prepare yourself momentum-wise.
That's the way to go. That's the way to go. Let's move on to the Nigerian Professional Football League. Before we go on our final break on the show, the Nigerian Professional Football League, match day 14. Games will be played this weekend across various centers, and some very, very interesting games. Apart from the matches involving Enyimba and Rangers, every other match will be played. FC Ifeanyi will take on Warri Wolves, who are in great form. There's also Heartland taking on Abia Warriors, Kwara United versus Katsina United. Plateau United will be hoping to bounce back from their loss against Adamawa. They lost. They were humbled midweek as well. They'll be looking to bounce back against Katsina.
Katsina.
Exactly. But that looks like the star match of the weekend. Plateau, Aqua United, the home side versus the table toppers.
Yeah, if you want to know if Plateau is really going to hold on to that top side, that's going to be the game, especially now that Boboye is now whipping his boys into top-notch performance for Aqua United. And in truth, it's almost like football now. Football God is in only 2 states right now, and that's in Plateau and in Aqua. So it's very interesting to see which football god is more superior. I feel like that game is going to be a cracker. It's going to be an exhibition. I really wish that they used to publicize our Nigerian matches or they featured it, because if they did, that would be brilliant. I see Warri will still drawing a point. I feel like Abia Warriors will go to Atlant and beat Shege from Atlant. Okay. I'm just saying. Kano Pillars, Eyimba are the one that's postponed. Good on them. Yeah. But Rivers and Dakada, I feel like Dakada will beat Rivers. Simply because Dakada...
After losing here in MFM and all that, away run.
They are fired up. Every time they draw, or they get to almost to lose and then bounce back. The next team chops it. And unfortunately, Eguma.
Lobby Stars went away from home to get a win. Can they win? Obviously, they're going to win at home against MFM.
I feel like they should. It's not even... Lobby Stars is not a fluke. That's one of the most solid teams this season. I can say that I'm very glad to say that this particular MPFL season, we have like 5, 6 teams that are very solid. So, yeah, Lobby should get
a win. Interesting. Okay. All right, then.
We need to go on a break now. We'll come up. We'll be talking about the Super Cup and also take a look at the EPL.